guys, and welcome to another FootyTalk video where today I'm going to be telling you guys my Champions League predictions for the rest of the Champions League. So not like last time where I only did the round of 16-second leg, this time I'm doing the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So as you guys might know, the matchups for the quarterfinals include Manchester City versus Lyon, Bayern versus Barcelona, Atalanta versus PSG, and Atletico Madrid versus RB Leipzig. So without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, I'm so excited that anthem will get me claimed. I'm really happy about that one. Thanks, UEFA. So time to get started. So my first predictions will start with probably the best matchup, Bayern Munich versus FC Barcelona. These are two very different teams right now, as Bayern are probably the best with an 18-win streak, which is just ridiculous. And they are probably better than the 2013 side that beat Barca 7-0 on aggregate in the semis and went on to win it. And on the other hand, we have a Barcelona team who seem to be an absolute disaster, with the crisis up front, not knowing who to play, either Ansu Fati, Griezmann, Dembele, Suarez, Martin Braithwaite even. There's so many players to choose. They don't know who to play with Messi. An actually decent midfield. I like the midfield, even if Arthur's in there anymore and Pjanic is. And a pretty unstable defense. Now, okay, with all of that said, call me crazy, but I think Barcelona will win. Yes, I know that may sound ridiculous. And anyone watching the video may just be like, this guy is a Barcelona fan. Disliked, unsubbed. Yes, I am a Barca fan, but hear me out, okay? I still think Barca will win, and there are just too many reasons for it, and I'm going to make a video about it. So, stay tuned on the channel for that video later today or maybe tomorrow, because I already have the whole script written and everything. Or click the eye. If the video is already uploaded, it'll be right there. And yeah, I'm just tipping Barca to win 2-1 with a goal from Lewandowski, which I think will be inevitable for Barcelona. But the man carrying them, Leo Messi, again to bail them out once again, to score twice and bring Barca to the semifinals, where they'll be facing the next matchup, which will be our next prediction, which will be Man City versus Lyon, and after that, Bayern versus FC Barcelona kind of rant. I just kind of have to keep this short, and I just don't see Lyon getting through. Man City are on a losing record against Lyon, though, as they've only faced them twice, which were both last year. One ended in a draw, and one in a win for Lyon. But even with that record, I just don't see Lyon going through against this City side. I can see them scoring, but not getting past City. So I think it'll be a 3-1 win for Man City, with a goal from the young Phil Foden and 2 goals from the best midfielder in the world, in my opinion, Kevin De Bruyne, KDB, and with one of them being a penalty for Kevin De Bruyne. And as for Lyon, I see Moussa Dembele scoring from a lucky goal just from a defensive mistake. But Man City stays in Lisbon for the semifinals, which from this bracket, they're going to be facing Barcelona in the semifinals. As for the other side, I'm going to be predicting RB Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid. And straight off the bat, I'm just going to say it's going to be a boring 1-0 win for Atleti, because Werner is missing, and it's just too much for them. I don't think Sabitzer can carry them, just like he did against Tottenham. Don't think he can. Atleti's defense will frustrate them so much. And I just see a goal from Felix at the edge of the box in extra time. A very boring match. And I just see Atleti winning 1-0 against Leipzig, so Atleti going to the semifinals. And as for the last quarterfinal matchup, it will be PSG versus Atalanta, with a PSG side with many injuries, and a hungry Atalanta side missing their star player. So both teams weakened, but in different sort of ways. So PSG, they have a lot of injuries, with the likes of Mbappe, Verratti, and also Grisel, which doesn't even play anyways. But those three are all injured, and Di Maria is suspended. So they'll put a lot of pressure on Neymar to see what he can do, and if he can really take PSG to Champions League glory, even, or at least the semis, because that's why Neymar is at PSG. Not because of his whole situation. That's not really it. PSG bought him not because they felt sorry for him at Barcelona. They bought him so they could win the Champions League. So that's what PSG want. Let's see if Neymar is up for it. And as for Atalanta, they are missing Ilicic. For an undisclosed reason, there's a bunch of rumors, but it's just undisclosed, which is a huge loss for them. But even with all that said, I still see Atalanta winning. A PSG front three of Neymar, Icardi, and Julian Draxler maybe on the right side. Don't know who else can play Choupo-Moting. I prefer Julian Draxler. But I just don't see them getting enough past Atalanta because they score so many goals. Atalanta can score so many. They scored 98 in the Serie A. They're just tearing it up over there. They got third place. And I just don't see PSG going through. Di Maria and Mbappe are some of their key players. And I do think Neymar will be key though. And he'll show his worth, but just not enough. So a very, very, very high scoring game with Atalanta 4, PSG 3. Crazy, right? So a hat trick for Neymar, 2 for Zapata, 1 for Gomez, and another one for Pasalic, the Croatian midfielder. This brings us on to the semis, where the matchups that I kind of chose. I chose kind of 2 surprises with Atalanta and Barcelona, and 2 that are pretty much almost undebatable at this point, with Atleti and Man City. So the first matchup would be Man City versus Barcelona. And Man City have a stable attack with a lot of great players. But then again, Barca have Messi. Something no one else has. Lionel Messi, who in the Champions League, from people who doubted him for some reason, they were saying that he couldn't score and at the end, a bunch of stuff. He proved them all wrong. And I think both defenses are pretty weak, so I think it'll be a high-scoring match. And I just think it's going to be a 3-2 win in extra time. It's going to be 1-1, going in extra time, and it's going to end 3-2. 2 goals from Raheem the Dream Sterling, 1 goal from Messi, 1 goal from Dembele, and a very, very unlucky own goal from Kyle Walker. With the same reasoning as last time with Bayern, Barca have Messi, and they have key players in Longley who can actually defend, and City don't really have actual center backs right now because of the injuries. And they have Ter Stegen. No disrespect to Ederson, but he's kind of declined a little bit. And Ter Stegen, for me, if he's not the best, he will be the second best because of All Black maybe. A midfield that has experience, and I just don't see Man City being Barcelona. Like, I'm trying to see that in a neutral view, like from another view, but I just don't see them beating Barca. I see 2 goals for them, but I see a 3-2 win for Barca and the end of the dream for Pep Guardiola, which after this loss, he could leave Man City. And on the other side, we have Atalanta versus Atletico de Madrid. And I'm going to be true to you. I think this is the end of the dream for Atalanta. They got past Valencia, they got past PSG, but Atleti is where it all ends. In a 2-1 win for Atleti, Atalanta, I think they will score. So I'm going to go with a surprise goal from Renan Lodi, another one for Morata, and for Atalanta, it's going to be a goal for Papu Gomez. And I'm sorry, Atalanta, but Atleti will have that edge and go to the final. And now on to the final. An all-Spanish final with Barcelona versus Atleti. I know many people are probably predicting for it to be either Bayern versus PSG, I think is what many people are predicting. But I'm going completely differently as everyone else. Barca versus Atleti in the final. And I just think if Barca already got past Bayern and Man City, they can get past an opponent that they already know. Earlier on in the season, they did beat them in La Liga. They also had a draw against them. But that's when they were just poor on form. And right now, with this momentum, it's going to be so much momentum for Barcelona. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win. With the goal from De Jong, another one from Suarez, no goal from Messi this time around. And I just feel they'll play so defensively. And yeah, Atleti just will play so defensively. They won't have anyone to score. And Barcelona, they have some defensive midfielders such as De Jong and Busquets who could drop in deep for this game and then have someone going forward such as Vidal or Sergio Roberto or even Riqui Puig if they want him to. I just don't see him scoring a goal against Barcelona. It would be very, very difficult. And of course, this final could just be horribly wrong, and the final ends up being Bayern versus PSG, or even Lyon versus RB Leipzig. That'd be crazy. So yeah, 2-0 win for Barca in the final. Please don't be Lyon versus Leipzig. That'd just be such a boring final. But yeah, Barca getting past Napoli, getting past Bayern, City, and Atleti. So if they could beat those three, they can definitely be Atleti. And I will always favor my team. And that's it. So if you please enjoyed, please subscribe if you haven't already for the YouTube algorithm. And as for me, see you guys later.